Hi, OpenPaper is a place where researchers can read and understand papers much faster. It's super easy to get started. All you have to do is upload a paper you're in the middle of reading. As soon as your paper is uploaded, you'll see this two-pane view with your actual paper on the left, and on the right, a bunch of tools that you can use to understand it better. The brief is designed to focus on the high-level points about the methodology and key findings, and you'll find that in line, there are citations. And while you can hover and kind of see what the text is, you can also click into it and go directly in the paper to where it's referencing. This is super useful because you might want to go in and go deeper into that content and then come back out and then continue reading the brief. And by design, you'll also see that this is central to our philosophy about how we should use AI for these types of tasks. It shouldn't be replacing your need to read papers, but augmenting your ability to read them faster. Another thing you'll notice the first time you upload a paper is that it already has these purple highlights. That's not in the original document, but it's something that the AI has seen on its first pass of reading the paper and identified as something as of potential interest. This should help you skim the document faster. And of course we have chat. Pretty straightforward. You put in a question, it uses the document to answer it. It can also see the images, so you can feel free to ask questions about the tables and the figures and the charts. Similarly, again, inline citations. It's super easy to go back to the original context of what you're reading. And if you're more of an auditory listener, we also allow you to create audio overviews. You can personalize them and tune them to what you want the summary to focus on, and then listen at your own pace. Lastly, we have this experimental feature which extracts all the charts and images. This is still a little bit in beta as we're working out some quirks of how PDF store charts and figures, but stay tuned if that's helpful for you. Lastly, what I really want to call out here is that when you highlight any text, you can turn that into your own highlight and then annotate it with your thoughts. This is super important because, as we all know, when we're reading a paper, we will have our own kind of summaries and understandings of it. And it's important to document them. And most critically, you don't want that documentation to be lost. And that's critical to how we've designed the search feature over your knowledge base. When you put in a term, it's also looking over your own notes and annotations to find the best matches. And you can see here that we were able to pull up a result that was based on an annotation that we actually made that takes us back to the original paper. So those are the core features. It's fully open source, and you can leave questions on GitHub and look through the code if you want to, because the future of research should be open and auditable. Cool, thanks.